never really been done before. The mission that I was given was that we were trying to register people online. We had to register a lot of people. We wanted to register people that have never been a part of this process before. And upon doing a little bit of research, I realized that there's no real good way to do this. And in fact, it's an incredibly complex, complicated problem. And it asks you way too many questions. My name is Simple Scott, so I figured, well, we'll call it SimpleVote. And we'll make the whole process really simple. And here's how we'll do it. And I made this, this is actually a keynote presentation I made 20 minutes before my meeting. This is a good example of how to work quickly. So I thought, well, we'll just say, what is your email address? Using common everyday language that anybody can relate to and understand. What is your name? Not to mention the fact that as we were doing this, some people would say, well, it's a really bad idea to have so many steps in a process, right? Like, after a while, people will stop participating. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is we didn't know which question we were going to ask you next until we knew the answer to the previous question. So if your birthday is showed that you were a college student, we probably want to know where you go to college. What school do you go to? Have you ever registered to vote? Very simple language. One question. Doesn't confuse anyone. What's your permanent address? What's your address at school? Ooh, now we know where they live and where they go to school. Now we can say, we're just going to search for them, and then, bam, we found them. Congratulations. It's going to be easy. Well, we're going to make this voter registration process cake. And it never works out like that. Things start getting really complex really quickly because you start realizing every single state has different rules, and certain states, certain counties have different rules. It turns into this really big circuit board mess. But we were able to accomplish it, and in fact, through a little bit of A/B testing, determined that people weren't responding as well to the Pretty Little Landscape one, but instead liked this, very Obama-ized version. And then that site